6 church women surrounded my crying teenage daughter at a farmer's market, screaming that she was unchristian for not loving her dead father's affair babies. By the time I was done with them, they were shamed out of their own church. If you've ever been guilt-tripped by self-righteous hypocrites or watched someone weaponize religion to bully kids, this story is going to hit you hard. Hit that like button, subscribe and get ready, because this isn't just revenge, this is divine justice, delivered one binder at a time. I'm a 46-year-old mum with 2 incredible daughters, 17 and 15. We've been through hell this past year. See, my ex-husband, my once charming Sunday morning hymn-singing husband, died in a car crash last year. Tragic, right? Except he left behind not just memories, but 2 secret sons born from an affair he'd been hiding. The woman he cheated with, she died too. It sounds like a soap opera, but this was real life. And my daughters, they were the ones who uncovered the affair in the first place. The betrayal cut deep, not just because of the cheating, but because the people who should have had my girls' backs, their paternal grandparents, instead blamed them. These people, 78 and 80 years old, decided they wanted full custody of my daughters. After everything, then they tried to move in with us. We said no, loudly, repeatedly, but that didn't stop the harassment. It was my youngest's birthday weekend. We didn't throw a party just yet, but I gave her a small budget and let her loose at the local farmer's market, an adorable little place with home-baked goods and chocolate stalls. She was so excited. But after an hour, I noticed she hadn't come back. Just as I was about to call her, my phone rang. It was her. She was sobbing. "Mom, some women, they won't let me leave. They're yelling at me. Please come." My blood turned to ice. My oldest and I sprinted across the market, and what we saw? 6 elderly women forming a circle around my 15-year-old, faces red with rage, fingers wagging, accusing her of being unchristian for not spending time with her grandparents, for not being a good big sister to her father's secret love children. My daughter was shaking. They didn't care. They kept yelling, preaching, judging, and I snapped. I shoved my way between them and my daughter. My eldest ran to pay for her sister's stuff and wait by the car. I looked these women dead in the eye. Some I recognized from my ex-in-law's church, the same church we used to attend before things got ugly. I tried reason, firmly told them to back off, but they doubled down. You were supposed to obey your ex-husband's parents, like a good Christian wife. Excuse me? I let them have it. Every word I'd bitten back over the years came spilling out, but the shouting drew attention, and eventually we were all escorted out by market staff. The women followed me to my car, like vultures circling, still muttering scripture like they were saints, and I was the sinner. That night when the girls were asleep, I reached out to a former friend still in the church, someone with a decent heart, and what he showed me, it made my skin crawl. My ex-mother-in-law had posted this long, weepy, Hallmark movie-style sob story to the church's Facebook group. She claimed we'd abandoned her and left her and her husband homeless, that my daughters refused to even speak to their poor orphaned brothers, that I, selfish Jezebel that I am, rejected the boys just because they were boys. Oh, and here's the kicker. She claimed the affair partner was our surrogate. According to her, I was barren, and my husband had charitably fathered these children through another woman to give us a complete family. No mention of the late-night texts, the lies, the affair, the betrayal. Just me, the cold-hearted witch who refused to mother 2 innocent boys. That was it. I'd swallowed a lot for the sake of my daughters, but watching them get vilified, lied about, humiliated in front of an entire community, no, more. I was still legally mid-divorce when my husband died. That meant no legal restrictions, and I had everything. Screenshots, emails, photos, receipts. So I got to work. The next morning I went to a print shop and ordered the most gorgeous, high-quality, photo-perfect copies of every last disgusting piece of evidence. My ex and his mistress making out in our living room, flirty texts between them, messages where his parents encouraged the affair, emails resistance, a message sent 2 days after he died where they called my daughters bastards and blamed them for their father's death. Then I spent hours creating customized binders. They looked like little prayer booklets, just like the ones the church hands out during Sunday hymns. The cover, plain, but open it up, and the first photo was my ex locked in a passionate kiss with his mistress in our home. Big bold names underneath, the love story of ex-husband's name and affair partner's name. Then came the screenshots, laid out like a scrapbook of sins. I walked into the church early Sunday morning, no one batted an eye. I walked right up to the back desk, the one where spare hymn booklets sit, and slipped the binders in between. When I walked out and waited. By Sunday evening, it was chaos. The church Facebook group exploded. People were furious. The same congregation that worshipped my ex-in-laws, now calling them enablers, hypocrites, liars. Even the pastor had to intervene to keep things from getting R-rated. The best part? No one questioned the authenticity of those binders, because every face, every name, every message was real. Suddenly the ex-in-laws were getting called out, not just for their lies, but for their